Ben has unlocked the secrets of understanding how our minds control our business and daily lives. Inside each episode, Ben shares his proven actionable items, tips, and secrets to managing the supercomputer between your ears so you can build and develop your business and start living the life you desire and deserve. This is Practical Psychology for Business with Benjamin Halpern.
Hi, and welcome to today's podcast. While it's true that we're in a very, very quickly changing market, and we have very discriminating consumers out there who have loads of options where to buy, where to achieve, where to get your product or service. So having a good product is paramount. And, really trying to achieve perfection in your product and service is so important, and more important than ever, because of the options and the choices that your customer has today, where to get this product or service. Nevertheless, getting too focused on delivering the perfect product, being too focused on the creation of the product, being too focused on planning the product will destroy your business. It's so much more important to be consistent, to constantly provide the service over and over again on a daily basis and move ahead. Continue doing, because the best way to learn and the best way to create and the best way to develop the perfect product is by being consistent in it. Let's say you want to have the perfect workout for you. Well, being consistent with going to the gym eventually will get you to figure out the recipe for the perfect workout that works for you. See, it's not one size fits all. There's aerobic exercise. That's an overall concept, but every person's different. One person has weak knees, so he needs to stay away from one exercise. One person has weak, some other part of their body, so therefore there's a cross trainer and an elliptical, and a treadmill and a bunch of different stepping machines. All different types of ways that you can get aerobic exercise done. Then there are people that like running, and there are people that like, doing boot camp. All different types of things to achieve the thing. But if you're gonna try to create the perfect exercise regimen, well, being consistent at a regimen is the correct way, the quickest way, and the best way to find that perfection. So let's say you want to build a great relationship. So you can try to sit and try to figure out what would be the perfect way to do it. But really, being consistent at giving to that relationship, interacting with that person, being there for them on a regular basis is probably the best and quickest way for you to figure out and learn how to be that perfect lover, rather than sitting and trying to work on perfection. So consistency is game. So if you're in sales, way too many people in sales are trying to find that perfect pitch, that perfect way to approach, working that in their minds for a very, very long time in order to move forward. But the reality of life is being consistent at making calls, being consistent at going to meetings, being consistent at networking. You'll learn the perfect pitch. That's really the only way, because the perfect pitch for you is not the perfect pitch for somebody else. Because remember, what you're selling is not really your product or service. What you're selling is you in front of your product and service. You're a different sale than anybody else in the world. You're unique. You're the only person in the world that has your unique personality in your unique package. And that's what people want to buy. Because your product or service they can buy from anybody. What they really look to buy is you. And you will only learn how you should sell, what's the best way for you to sell you and for you to present you and for you to use your different skills, tools, and the best way to be able to interact you with somebody else. You're only going to learn that from consistently doing something. So be consistently good in your relationships. Be consistently good in sales. Be consistently good spiritually. Be consistently good, in your physical health. Let's take a diet. Being consistent at trying to help yourself, you'll find the right thing. Waiting for the perfect diet, chances are you're never going to wind up achieving what you want to achieve. But if you're consistent in dieting and you're always finding a new thing and you try something else, 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 you're going to wind up finding the way there. So be a lot more focused on the power of being consistent when you're not so perfect in order to achieve perfection than trying to figure out what the perfect way will be. Because ultimately, that's the quicker way. What you want to now know is how to get to your goal, to get to perfection in the quickest way, shape, or form. And that's how to do it. By being consistent, not by sitting and waiting around for perfection, but rather do it a lot. And you'll figure out, and it'll form into the best way for you to do you. Because unfortunately, nobody can give you advice, the best exercise for you, the best way to be in a relationship for you, the best way to sell for you, the best way to diet for you. So remember, consistency is power. Keep on doing it, and you will get there. If you need help to be able to tweak it for you and to be customized for you, check out my website, benjaminhalpern.com, to see what I could do for you.